Every week thousands of new repositories launch on GitHub. Most of them disappear without a trace. This one didn't. In just the last few days, NVIDIA Switchyard has picked up hundreds of stars and dozens of forks. Today, we're going to install it, run it, and decide together if it's actually worth your time. So what is it? Switchyard is an open source LLM traffic router built by the NVIDIA NeMo team. Here's the problem it solves. Your coding agent, Claude Code, Codex, whatever you use, speaks one API dialect. But the model you actually want to run might be sitting on VLLM, on NVIDIA NeMo, on a llama, or behind open router, and each of those speaks a slightly different dialect. Switchyard sits in the middle and translates. Your agent keeps talking in its native format, while Switchyard quietly reroutes the request to whichever backend you've configured. Three things stand out in the codebase. First, protocol translation. It converts cleanly between OpenAI and Anthropic style requests, so you're not locked into one vendor's format. Second, multi-backend routing. You can do random load splitting for A/B testing, a cheap first strategy where a weak model tries first and a judge model only escalates when needed, or write your own routing algorithm entirely. Third, it ships with real operational metrics. Prometheus counters for requests, errors, latency, and token usage. This isn't a toy, it's built to sit in front of production traffic. Here's the flow in plain terms. Your coding agent sends a normal request, in its own native format, to a local address on your machine. Switchyard receives that request, decodes it into a provider-neutral internal type, and hands it to a routing algorithm. That algorithm, random split, cost-aware, or a custom one you wrote, picks a target. Switchyard then re-encodes the request into whatever format that target expects. VLLM, NIM, a llama, or a hosted API, sends it off, and translates the response back on the way out. From the agent's point of view, nothing changed. From your infrastructure's point of view, everything is now swappable. Let's actually run it. Installation is a single command, pip install NeMo-switchyard. Set an API key for whatever backend you're routing to, and launch it, pointed at your coding agent of choice. Under the hood, Switchyard just started a local proxy, loaded its routing config, and is now sitting between Claude Code and the model backend, translating every request in real time. You can also run it as a standalone server and hit it directly with curl, or embed the routing logic in your own Rust app using switchyard-libsy if you don't want a separate proxy process at all. So how does this stack up against the other routers out there? Lite LLM is the closest comparison. More mature, a huge provider list, but heavier, and Python only. OpenRouter is a hosted product, not something you self-host or embed. Portkey adds a full observability platform on top, which is more than most people need. Switchyard's angle is narrower and sharper. It's fast, it's Rust under the hood with a thin Python layer, and it's laser focused on agent traffic, Claude Code, Codex, and friends, rather than trying to be everything to everyone. My rating. Strong architecture, a genuinely useful problem being solved, and it's backed by an NVIDIA team that ships. The catch, and the README says this outright, is that it's pre-alpha, the API is still moving, and the provider list is smaller than Lite LLMs. If you're experimenting with agent routing or NIM deployments today, it's worth cloning. If you need something rock solid in production tomorrow, give it a few more months. I'd call it a 7.5 out of 10 right now, with real upside. That's Switchyard, this week's fastest riser worth watching. Link is in the description. Star it if you try it, and I'll check back in when it hits a stable release. See you in the next one.